Um, in a particular province in Central Luzon, I received a complaint that the LGUs there have a lot of parang too much security personnel, to include members of the AFP. So I brought this matter up to the SND and also to the Director General to evaluate their security needs, to make their security complements not excessive. And hopefully, the report I got that members of CAFGUS, were serving as a security personnel. As you know, yung G is geographical, eh. Meaning fixed, dapat may pwesto, hindi gumagala-gala kung saan-saan. I understand that the SND, the Chief of Staff, and the Director General of the PNP have already started evaluating this report and are taking the necessary corrective actions.
Follow-up, sir.
Sir, follow-up sa Mayog report. Sir, dire-diretso ko na. Sir, you got the official report from the SND. Ano yung final recommendation?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't get it officially transmitted. Pero nung tinignan ko, this was also a period that we were having a lot of cabinet meetings. Prospective appointments at the cabinet meetings. Yung in-interview ko yung mga secretaries or potential secretaries. I had the cursory reading of it. I want to read it.
Sir, ano yung final recommendation? Did you happen to see?
Yung point 9 is the point that I really want to go back to. Pero it was very, very thin, no? Siguro about 10 pages yung kopyang binigay sa akin, not through official channels, no? At the time, I think it was before the inauguration. I was president-elect. So, I want to make sure that the annexes, there are something, and I don't know if I'm mistaken, but something like 700 witnesses were interviewed. So, when we find time, I would also want to go through all of their testimonies. Or the people who have a direct bearing on having a close on Hello Garci will go through those 700 testimonies.
Sir Lasa, ilalabas siya po siya in its entirety. Kailan po? Tsaka will you just forward it to the Truth Commission?
Pwede man tapusin kung basahin muna. But sila naman, they have access to that. We'll be coming up with the EO for the Truth Commission hopefully very, very soon.
Leah Manyalak, GMA7.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, you're known to be close to Senator Ping Lacson. Has he made an effort to call you recently?
As I told you nga, di ba? Last time I talked to him, I told him I had a new supply of chicharon, no? And if he wanted. Then he said yes, I had it delivered, and it was the wife who thanked me. Kasi Senator Lacson was no longer in the country pala. And from that time on, we haven't had any communication. Not in a letter, di ba? Not a phone call.
Do you have an appeal to him or would you encourage him to go back para to face the charges against him?
He's older than me. He's been a long-term serving police officer, Senator of the Republic. I think he would be in the best position to judge, how to exercise his rights.
Teya Alberto, Yahoo News Asia.
Kompleto. Mr. President, the Estrada camp is very persistent that they are against former Chief Justice Davide's appointment to head the Truth Commission. Can you react to this, sir?
I can understand where their bias comes from, no? But at the same time, we did search, and to our mind, he is one of the most qualified to hold on to that position and to head that particular commission.
Sir, you think you won't be biased at all after his ties with...
At the end of the day, it's recommendatory, no? And it is at this stage of his life, no? Would he want to be associated with something mediocre or parang a failure in terms of the mandate that it has? When I asked him, he could have refused me. He accepted. I think he's an honorable person, and he will produce the necessary outcome as dictated by the mandate given to him that he accepted.
Jam Sisante, GMA News TV.
Sir, people are awaiting the formation of the Truth Commission. Have you talked to Chief Justice Davide to speed up the formation, or is there at least a short list of the names of possible members?
Well, I didn't have a chance to talk to the Chief Justice yesterday. It was the Executive Secretary who did talk to him, and I guess they discussed a lot of the details already. Now, the ES has been, he's the person I divide my work with. No? So, that is one of the concerns of the ES. He has also been helping me out with fleshing out all of the other necessary positions from Undersecretary, Assistant Secretary to even the GOCCs. So I am not pressuring him to give me the report right away. But it's clear that there is a deadline, and hopefully, no, we will be coming up with the executive order clearly delineating its functions, composition, its rules, and of course the mandate.
Sir, when is the deadline po within the month of
Na-
defamation?
Kung within the month,
Is that possible?
Tinitingnan ko lang. It's about 3 weeks' time. I'm hoping that it's less than that. Pero I have an aversion to giving people deadlines eh. Lalo na pag pinagkakatiwalaan mo naman. Ngayon, pag medyo dinidribble ka, ayun talaga pasensyahan tayo. Pero kung may tiwala ka doon sa tao, alam mo naman na reasonable lahat. Pag binigyan mo deadline, mag-produce ng tamang result. Pero pag may deadline, kadalasan mag-produce na result na lang nangyayari. At gusto ko iwasan yan.
Miss Evelyn Quiroz, sa balita.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon.
Sir, clarification lang po. So, what is the extent or jurisdiction of the Truth Commission, and do they have the power to issue subpoena?
That will be, that has to be discussed. I would think that issuing subpoenas would need legislative action.
Sir, but
So, there'll be, but I did promise that they will have the cooperation of the state and all its instrumentalities. So the DOJ will be working closely with them. And the DOJ has powers to summon witnesses, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, sir. Bali, sino po yung mga persons that will be subject sa Truth Commission?
Ayoko naman i-limit yung gagawin ni Chief Justice as far as the limits already that I have said. No, if you put limits, you're already telling them may boundaries. But the idea is to have the recommendations. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Recommendations that will correct the system, that will prevent abuses, if any, that did occur.
Sir, follow-up lang po. So, yesterday, nireveal po ni former President Erap na yung appointment po ni former Chief Justice Davide is through the help of Mr. Lucio Tan, and the alleged influence of Justice Davide, which led to the dismissal of the 25 billion case against Mr. Lucio Tan. Hindi po kaya yun makaapekto sa pamumuno niya ng Truth Commission at sa inyong pananaw po, kasi po, di ba, lumalabas po kasi isang reformist government kayo na malinis po yung gusto po sana ninyong ipamalakad sa
Yung
pamahalaan.
experience ko lang ho kay Chief Justice Davide, siya membro ng CONCOM. Meron ba nag-question doon sa trabaho niya sa CONCOM? Bago pa lang noon, kasama rin yata namin siya sa paglaban sa diktadura ni Ginoong Marcos. No? Pero doon sa CONCOM, maraming debating dinaanan ko sa Kongreso at sa Senado, parati sinasite yung kanyang mga posisyon doon sa tinatawag lang yung CONCOM debates. Siya sinasite na authority. So, sa magaling ba siya na sa pagiging West? Palagay ko naman demonstrated niyan. Sa panahon rin niya, naging parang activist yung ating Supreme Court. No? Hindi yung reactionary. Talagang tinutulungan na mapayaman lalo yung ating mga batas. No? Yung mabuo, kung may kakulangan man, may ambiguity, pinipilit nilang talaga, yung mapuno yung kakulangan para nga maabot yung kabutihan ng ating mga kababayan. Ngayon, siguro sa buong proseso nito na naghahanap tayo ng tatao sa anumang pwesto, kunento ko naman sa inyo, maliban na lang yata sa DAR. No? Halos lahat ng pwesto, merong maraming nag-aasam doon sa pwesto, at basta may nabanggit na pangalan, meron pong garantisadong hindi bababa ng 3 kataong babanat. No? So, dumaan naman ho sa proseso na rin si Chief Justice Davide sa maraming pagkakataon, at palagay ko sa lahat ng pagsubok sa kanya, hindi naman sa nakita nagkulang. Ulitin ko lang po, dito siguro isa sa pinakaklarong act po niya, tumakbo po yung anak niya, nasa hanay namin po, posisyon, siya po yung may delikadesa mag-resign, at doon po yung nangampanya ng gusto para sa kanya anak, at sumabay sa amin doon sa pare-pareho namin paniniwala.
Thank you, sir.
Eileen India, NHK.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Sir, what's the strategy? How do you intend to bring the Philippines back on the radar in attracting investors?
Would you like it in English or in Tagalog?
Any which way, sir, you're comfortable.
Sige. Tagalog raw. Siguro I'll take off from and fortunately, the Japanese Chamber of Commerce in the Philippines, Tagalog nga pala, sorry.